Hello, beautiful people. I am excited because today we are going to be reviewing December and planning our January. Okay, so as mentioned in the first video, this series of Plan With Me is interactive, which I'm really excited about. And how it works is I'm going to ask a series of questions. You will pause and answer those questions for yourself, and then toward the end of the video, I will answer them for me as well. And then we can hold each other accountable and progress toward accomplishing our goals together. December review. Question number 1. What went well? Question number 2. What didn't go so well? Question number 3. What lessons did I learn? Question number 4. What am I going to do to make next month better? Okay, let's plan January. Here we go. What is my intention for the month? What are my top 3 goals for the month? What actions do I need to take on a regular basis to help me accomplish my goals? What are some personal goals that I want to accomplish? What are some financial goals that I want to accomplish? What are some business, career, or academic goals that I want to accomplish this month? Okay, so December was a very interesting month for me. I'll start with what went well, and I will give you the Cliff Notes version of it. A full scope and review of December is on my website along with my January goals, but I'll give you the quick rundown. I was able to complete 4 of my financial goals this month, which was awesome. I mapped out the next 60 days of content, which for me was a big deal because being creative and creating content really does take a lot more work and effort than I realized. And so for me to map out the next 60 days and make sure everything was aligned was awesome. I felt like a boss, to be honest with you. I launched 2 new series, as you guys know, on my website, which is awesome, or on my channel and on my website. I'm very proud of them and very excited. I am really growing in my relationship with God, which is so wonderful and incredible. And finally, I really made it a priority to put myself first, put my health first, and to take care of myself. And that's different for me. I didn't realize how different. I feel like I'm such a giver. And this month, I did a really good job of self-care and prioritizing myself. What didn't go well? First, there were car accidents, many. Thankfully, I was not in a car accident, but in my household and with my family, we kind of play musical cars on a regular basis. And so my brother's car is out, and then my car, he was using my car to like run errands and stuff, and there was an accident. So then I had to take care of all of that. And then my mom got in an accident too. And so that's been very interesting because it's just been challenging. And then the last thing was launching my workshop and my course. I had this brilliant idea and I was like, I'll launch it right after Christmas. This is gonna be amazing. Oh my gosh. I had no idea about the amount of legwork that went into doing that, nor the steep learning curve that I was on and technically am still on in learning what all needs to be done. Thankfully, I'm a teacher. So as far as the content for the course, mapping it out, being able to teach it and all of that part comes easy to me. The learning curve for me came with all of the technical stuff and marketing and just stuff that I don't think I'm very good at, but I have to do. And so that was really challenging. FYI, my workshop and my course are not launching in December, obviously, but I will launch them in January, whether I'm fully ready or not, because yeah, I'm going to do it. So, what lessons did I learn this month? I learned a lot of technical stuff. A lot of stuff when it comes to hosting my website, a lot of stuff about like linking things, the back end of it. I learned a lot of things when it came to YouTube and video editing and lighting, which I'm still working on. So if you're still watching this video, or if you've watched my previous videos, thank you. I appreciate it very much. That was a lot. I learned a lot about launching a membership site, what all goes into that, a lot of the back end stuff. It's a process. And finally, I learned to focus on one major thing at a time. I realized that because I had very ambitious goals and I literally like shoot for the stars, or I shoot for the moon and I'm okay with landing among the stars, what I realized was that with that, I would go after one goal, but then in the back of my mind, I would beat myself up because I'm like, I'm not doing this, this, and this, or I would stress because my focus was split, and I realized it's really okay to just focus and put all my energy into one goal, execute that one goal, and all the others, they will either happen or they won't, and accept it. I know that sounds weird because I just said I'm okay with landing among the stars, but I think I really want to be a high achiever. And so it was interesting coming to this realization and accepting where I put my focus and being okay with solely putting my focus on that one thing for a certain period of time, as opposed to trying to have a split focus and multitask and do everything. So that was a really good lesson for me this month. What am I going to do to make next month better? I am going to continue spending time reading the Bible, being in God's word, and building my relationship with God. I cannot stress that enough. It's not religion, it's not spirituality. It is about building a relationship with God, and it is so amazing and incredible. And I think that is just on a personal level, but also it affects every other area of my life. And so that is one of the big things I'm really excited about. The next thing I'm going to do is to continue making self-care and healing a priority. I feel like it's a process, but it's so rewarding. Another thing that I'm going to do is I am going to review my goals on a daily basis. I realized this past month that I review my goals maybe once or twice a week, and reviewing them daily is so much better. When I started doing that, I felt more focused, I felt more intentional, which is so important, and I just felt like I was being able to impact and felt like I was moving with more momentum in the direction I wanted to go. And then another big thing for me is time blocking and assigning specific tasks for those time blocks. So when it is my time to create and make videos and content, that's solely what I'm going to work on. And when it is my time to work and earn money, that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm not going to split my focus. So that's it. January plans. What is my intention for this month? It is productivity and stability. I really want to solidify having those two things in my life as a consistent thing. What are my top 3 goals for this month? The first is to complete and upload all of my content for January onto my website and YouTube. The second is to accomplish 3 financial goals. And the third is to get everything on the back end set up so that I can host my workshop. I'm getting very excited about this. So some of the actions that I need to take on a daily basis to help me get closer to accomplishing my goals are time blocking and actually sticking to time blocking, working on specific tasks within that time block. So if I am doing things for YouTube, I have a list of specific things that I'm going to do for that. If I'm working on my blog, a specific set of tasks for that, and etc., etc. The next thing is tracking my productivity. I plan on doing this in two ways. The first way is analog, so having my tasks and things that I want to do in my planner and then manually like crossing them off, which is wonderful. Personally, I find that feeling just so enjoyable. And then the other way is digitally. So I've been using a Pomodoro timer, and I really like it because it counts the number of Pomodoros for each task. And I think that's also really going to help me see and know that I am making progress as opposed to just not having things crossed off. And then finally, when it comes to accomplishing my 3 financial goals, I am going to make sure that I track my finances on a daily basis. Last month and previously, I've just been doing it more on a weekly basis and kind of winging it. And so I'm going to tweak that and focus on tracking my expenses daily and making small tweaks every day to help me get closer to my goals. Some personal goals that I want to accomplish this month, I'll talk about 3. The first one is to continue growing and developing my relationship with God. I just think it's so good, but I just want it to grow and become better and better. The second one is to get 1 mani and 1 pedi this month. It's something small, but I really would like to treat myself to that. And then the third goal is to read 2 books off of my 2022 book list. I'm excited to read my books this year. I love reading anyway, but each year to have a new set of books to tackle I really enjoy it. Next, some financial goals that I have are to continue acquiring tangible assets, smaller ones, so not real estate or anything, but just smaller tangible assets. Then the next one is to save for February's expenses and have that done before the first half of January is over. I also want to fully fund my emergency fund by the end of the month. I am really excited about that one, actually. And then I want to pay $500 on my credit card. Let's see what happens. Some business goals that I want to accomplish this month are completing and uploading all of my January content by the 10th, which is really interesting. And then I want to fix the back end of my website so that more of my information gets put out into the internet. That was really interesting. And then I want to host my first workshop. We will see how that goes. I feel like that was really ambitious. I think it's really ambitious and I'm excited. We'll see how that goes because I have a lot of work that I have to do on the back end of my website to generate more traffic and to help more people so more people know that it's there as a resource and they can use it. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated with that one. That'll be interesting. And of course, to launch my membership. So we'll see. Oh, this is going to be really interesting. I can't wait for the end of January to come and we do the review and we see what happens because it's going to be interesting. Challenging, but interesting. All right, everybody, that's the end. Definitely leave some comments down below. Let me know what your top 3 goals are for this month, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.